What's the difference? Air-cooled versus liquid-cooled cruiser engines. Imagine cruising down the highway on a beautiful day, feeling the wind and the power of your motorcycle. Now, have you ever wondered how the engine stays cool under the heat of the ride? That's what we're here to explore. When it comes to cruiser motorcycles, the way their engines stay cool can make a big difference in how they perform and how much maintenance they need. Some cruisers use air to cool their engines, while others relying on a liquid cooling system. Let's break down how each one works and what it means for you as a rider. Air-cooled engines are the classic choice for many cruiser bikes. They depend on fins on the engine block and cylinder heads to help dissipate heat. As you ride, air flows over these fins, carrying away the heat. This system is simple, with fewer parts, which means it's lighter and easier to maintain. Many vintage and traditional cruiser models use air cooling because it gives the bike a classic look and sound. However, because they're relying on airflow, they can get hotter in slow traffic or on very hot days. This can sometimes cause the engine to run less smoothly or even overheat if not properly maintained. They tend to be noisier too, because of the way they manage heat and the design of their components. To help keep temperatures in check, air-cooled cruisers often have larger oil capacities, which help cool the engine through oil circulation. On the other hand, liquid-cooled engines use a different approach. They have a closed system where a coolant, made of water, antifreeze, and corrosion inhibitors, circulates inside the engine. This coolant absorbs heat from the engine and then flows through a radiator, where air cools it down before it returns to the engine. This setup keeps the engine running at a steady temperature, no matter if you're stuck in traffic or riding in the heat. Because of this, liquid-cooled engines are more efficient, produce more power, and last longer. They also run quieter since the cooling process is more controlled. The downside is that these systems are more complex, with parts like radiators, pumps, thermostats, and fans. This means more maintenance and a slightly heavier bike. They are better suited for riding in hot climates or stop-and-go traffic because they actively manage engine heat. For cruiser riders, choosing between these two types depends on what you value most. If you love the look of a vintage bike, want something simple and easy to fix, air-cooled engines are a great pick. But if you want a bike that performs consistently in all conditions, with less worry about overheating, then a liquid-cooled cruiser might be better. Some modern cruisers even combine both methods, using oil to help cool critical parts, giving you a bit of both worlds. So, whether you prefer the classic style or modern performance, knowing how the engine stays cool can help you pick the right cruiser for your riding adventures.